Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tempcast episode 26. My name is Terminator02, and with me today is iFish.
Hello.
And Alan John.
Yeah!
And Eric.
Howdy, everyone.
And Steven.
Hey, what's going on?
So it's been a short 7-ish years since our last episode, featuring and hosted by myself.
It was a leap year.
But I thought I'd come back and see what it's like these days. Check out the new Tempcast. I've heard these guys are doing a pretty good job.
Yep, we are. Thank you for the introduction, Terminator02. Let me just say, I feel like I'm Kurt Cobain right now before he killed himself. Just
I was going to say.
Jamming with Paul McCartney and John Lennon. Like, honestly, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here at all. But I don't know who Steven and Eric are. In this
That's kind of funny because I often think that Alan John shouldn't be here right now. So I'm glad that we're all sort of on the same page, finally for once.
Yeah, honestly, when my peak of GBAtemp in 2012 was petering out, my opinion, I thought Alan John was a troll. So I'm surprised he's even a moderator, and he's come a long way. So props to Alan John.
I actually was for sure going to say the same thing. Like, my memory of Alan John has been a huge troll back in the day.
And for me, a troll is not negative. As I said earlier in the pre-call, a troll is an art form. If you're trying to troll, but it depends on whether if you're being a troll intentionally.
I mean, a lot of the old moderators were trolls too, like ping pong. So it's not that unheard of.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's like with a lot of security experts, cybersecurity experts, they're like hackers. So it's the same thing on a forum. You need to get a troll in order to fight the trolls, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can understand them insider knowledge, reverse psychology and all that.
Yep. So speaking
sort of like oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, I think you had a good segue, Eric.
Oh no, I didn't. I was gonna make a joke about Gary Bowser again.
Okay.
Who's Gary Bowser?
So no, it doesn't work. Go ahead.
You don't know who Gary Bowser is? A prominent GBAtemp user. That's all I'm gonna say. Currently in jail for hacking Nintendo.
Oh, nice. Maybe they know MTW, who's also currently in jail.
Oh, so, maybe.
Yeah.
Justin May. All right. Well, speaking of all this hacking stuff and Gary Bowser related stuff, we have a big thing going on in the hacking scene. CD Projekt Red. I promise never to talk about them again on this podcast, but unfortunately, something big has happened. They have been hacked. They have ransomware installed on their PCs, and the ransom is fixing Cyberpunk. No, I'm joking.
Impossible.
Yeah, basically, I saw this tweet like the minute it hit. CD Projekt Red, like,
got pwned epically failed, or got epically pwned. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, they posted a text file, like a screenshot of a notepad text file with like the words, "Hey, CD Projekt Red, you've been epically pwned." Like, I haven't seen that language in years. Wow.
Epically.
Yeah, epically.
It's because you haven't been epically pwned.
Thank God.
Well, maybe that note was left around the time they started developing Cyberpunk back in like 2012-ish. That was when they got hacked.
They just noticed.
It's like, you've been bad luck Brian.
Dude, bad luck Brian. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like, most of the kids listening to this podcast don't. It's fascinating that they decided to post like the text from the hackers themselves. Like,
yeah,
I think they might have edited out the group name, like the scene group, I suppose. But yeah, that's kind of weird.
I didn't remember seeing one.
Wait, sorry. So I want to fill in listeners because I don't think you guys finished the story. Basically, they got hacked and the servers were archived, and they wanted a ransom, and CD Projekt was like, "No, fuck you." And so now they're being slowly leaked. I'm sure maybe the listeners probably knew that, but like in case they didn't, that was the end.
Yeah, specifically what was stolen was source code for Gwent, Cyberpunk 2077, Witcher 3, and an unreleased version of Witcher 3. They haven't specified exactly what that is.
I'm here for it.
It's going to be a re-release for sure for the new generation of consoles.
Yeah, unless it's like an early build or something, I don't know. But
I'm honestly super here for the CDPR hack. I'm here for it. I'm not a fan or not against CDPR. I've never played a CDPR game. I'm no interest in Cyberpunk whatsoever. But I had a bad taste last night from what I saw as a fourth party consumer just watching the whole fiasco. I'm like, yeah, fuck them. I think they were really unfair to their employees. I think they got caught with their pants down and didn't do a good job picking them back up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not for hackers, but I have no sympathy for CDPR right now.
I'm not for hackers, but I do hate CDPR.
Sort of hedging there a little bit.
And I'm here for it.
It's a question of morality. Like, is this morally wrong? Maybe, but is it like karma? Is it justice?
Yes. No, not maybe. It is morally wrong. There's no question about.
I think it's for sure morally wrong.
Yeah, ethically, it's wrong.
I think I remember when Cyberpunk 2077 first came out. I remember I was watching the Digital Foundry released a video on the original Xbox and the Xbox One and the PS4 releases, and then there was one point where the game literally just hung for like 30 seconds while I was trying to load the next frame. It's like, wow, this is unplayable. It's crazy.
And now the community can fix it.
I don't know. It was clearly built for next generation. They just shouldn't have released the older generation ports, like in my opinion, or delayed them or something.
Yeah, well, it's very important to note that not just have the code bases for these games, like the source code, being actively leaked right now as we are speaking. Like right now, there's only Gwent that has been leaked fully, I think. Nobody cares about Gwent.
What even is Gwent?
Gwent's a card game. That was a spin-off from a card game in Witcher 3.
Oh.
So the way they're doing it is they're trying to auction off the code for Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk. Yeah. And they're starting the bid at $1 million for each of them.
Why would you pay so much for that?
This might be a good opportunity to get people to donate to GBAtemp's Patreon, because then if we can gather their funds to do it, we can purchase the source code from that.
We can buy these illegal goods and get Costello in trouble.
Yeah, and that we'll buy it, but we can't distribute it to people on GBAtemp because no like sharing a file, files. But we would own it, and it'd be kind of cool.
I don't know if that'd be legally owning it.
And then Costello could take the fall for anything.
We'd be the Mark Shkreli of the game industry.
Yeah, exactly. We'll mark it up.
Also, another man in prison.
Yeah. So, donate to our Patreon, buy our merch, download Raid Shadow Legends, use the code.
Don't do that. Don't.
Advertising is my trigger, actually.
Just smash that bell icon.
Yeah, thankfully or not thankfully, we don't have any advertisers. Nobody even wrote to us yet. I think we're supposed to write to them. I don't know. But anyways, back to this hack. Like, not only have these games been hacked and leaked, whatever, it's also like personal data, accounting, administration, legal, HR, investor relations, and more, which I don't... how is investor relations like anything like super secret? I have no idea. However, they are threatening to release data to game journalists, which would supposedly tank their stock, like some kind of nasty insider info. And I'm just wondering, like, what is that? Like, what are they talking about? It can't be something like so severe that CD Projekt Red.
Part of me thought that was empty words, because in my head, someone who's trying to auction off, get money for something, stealing, doesn't seem like that's a person who's like, I don't know if a journalist would be interested in talking to someone who's like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I think that was just something to say. Part of me feels like they have no interest in talking to a journalist. And I don't know if a journalist would talk to him on some hacker without, like, I feel like a journalist would be like, I don't want to talk to you. Because then cops might come to me and I'll be attached. And I don't know.
Kotaku's not going to be writing about this. GBAtemp might. So if any hackers are listening, please.
You want the insider scoop?
Email this podcast. Email those emails.
No, write to Chari on GBAtemp. Just send her a PM. Like, she'll get
That's
it.
the name I remember. Cool.
she'll get it. She totally reads all of her PMs.
Yeah. One time Chari like sent a photo of her screen on GBAtemp, and it's just like 329 personal messages like unread. So yeah, it's good being a woman on an online forum.
Just like Tiny T. Throwback.
Yeah. Nobody gets that reference, by the way.
Wait, do you at least?
Just a little bit.
Okay, cool. That's fine. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I'm too young for this.
Have 48 hours passed already? Because it says like 48 hours to contact us.
Yep. That was when the Gwent leak happened.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So like the only thing that I can see that's the most damaging from this leak, because they probably already backed up all their servers, like they're a major company, they probably do proper cybersecurity stuff. The worst thing I can see coming out of this is like people reviewing the source code from Cyberpunk and saying, "Wow, this
We can fix it." And Community Edition, boom. Cyberpunk Community Edition.
I think that would require so much effort.
maybe it's going to be so bad." It's just going to be embarrassing. Like, who coded this? This is no.
Yeah, I think more likely the people are going to poke fun at the bullshit they find in the code.
There was one man in the Ukraine who coded all of it.
Or find even more ridiculous exploits than they already have.
Yeah, it's like not a multiplayer game yet. So there's nothing that the source code could do like maliciously, I think. But it's still like IP and private property. But we might get a Switch port from this. Oh.
It can't even run on a PS4.
I'm not so sure.
You just got to press down the game a little more than it was on the Xbox One, and it'll work perfectly.
Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine in 2 years we're gonna get like a proper Switch port of Cyberpunk, and it's gonna run like better than it did on the PS4 or Xbox One. Imagine that.
I mean, honestly, they could do the cloud version, because apparently Cyberpunk ran amazing on Stadia.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it ran great on those streaming services. I tried actually playing it on GeForce Now. Wow. That stuff's good.
Apparently people are playing Hitman 3 cloud version on the Switch. I haven't, but apparently people are having an easy enough time with it when the servers aren't dying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Nintendo should be leaning harder into cloud gaming, considering their console's underpowered. It could be a way for them to be the third party for other like newest generation games. I don't know why they don't try more, but Nintendo doesn't like doing anything online, so I don't know.
They'd probably partner up with Nvidia, which goes hand in hand, because like they're also the partner for like the Tegra, the hardware of the Switch. So, like,
Yeah, like why not do that? I don't get
they
it.
already have a relationship.
I have to admit, I didn't even know that Nintendo did cloud gaming until the Hitman 3, until we started talking about it on the podcast. I was like, wait a second, how is that going to run on it? Oh, wait, they got the whole cloud Stadia thing going on. So, yeah, they're really not marketing it well.
I think the first game that did that was Control. I think came out last year, Control Cloud Edition for the Switch.
There was one in Japan first, which was actually
Resident Evil 7.
Assassin's Creed, I thought.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Oh, no, it was Resident Evil as well.
It was Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Okay. And it didn't come to America until maybe Control was the first one, but like it was in Japan where they're testing it first, so which makes sense because of better internet infrastructure and more dense. But who knows?
Yeah, I don't see like somebody with a Switch in Oklahoma with Comcast like dial up playing like Resident Evil 7. It's not happening, unfortunately. But yeah, we've actually speculated on the podcast that Nintendo's going to release like an updated Switch soon that's going to have this really good anti-aliasing tech, which is going to let you upscale like any game into 4K and 16K, whatever, and it's going to look just as good as native 4K. So
You're talking about DLSS?
Yes, I am. Indeed.
Yeah, that's what NVIDIA has on their desktop GPUs, and I think it for sure makes a lot of sense.
It does. It's probably what's going to happen. Like there have been leaks that point towards that.
I heard a rumor that they were going to call it the Super Switch.
Oh, no, that's...
You heard that?
Yeah, I've heard of it, and it's been debunked. It's just basically some Brazilian journalist saying, hey, wouldn't it be cool if it was called the Super Switch? And everybody, Kotaku...
I agree, it would be cool.
IGN is like, oh, Super Switch confirmed, Super Switch leaked. What? No, it's just literally a Brazilian guy saying... He might not actually be Brazilian. I might be doing something racist right now. He might be Spanish or whatever.
It's actually from Peru. How dare you?
Damn it. Alan John wouldn't say something racist on the podcast. That's not
Absolutely
what he does.
not.
No, not that type of guy.
Costello did say that we're allowed to say whatever we want. Just keeping that out there. And Alan John takes advantage.
That artistic license right there. I do have to say, I would really like a Switch Pro to come out. I definitely am feeling the oldness of the original Switch when I look at some games and see like even when I play like Zelda Breath of the Wild and go back to it, and I go in a section with like heavy rain, it's like, oh, the frame rate's just dropping and it could be higher quality. I want something newer.
I'm ready for a new Switch as well.
If only they would call it something like the Switch Pro. They'll probably call it something like the Switch Plus or just something that's not very.
They'll call it the Switch U.
The Switch U, yeah. Or the new Nintendo Switch.
My bet is a new Switch. I think it'll be like, that's what I would guess. Like I like the branding of the new 3DS. Like I liked it, but I like chaos.
Okay, I'm gonna ruin your branding in 3 seconds.
Okay, go on.
I go to the store and I ask the seller, hey,
oh no, I know it's not
can
good.
I have one new 3DS, please? Like, am I talking about a normal 3DS, a new 3DS?
But you see, I'm very pro. So I'll be like, oh, can I get the new one that has a C stick and all that new? Like, I'm gonna say everything. I'm gonna like make them be like, all right, stop talking to me. Yes, you can get it. So.
Yeah, you'll say all that.
Can I get a used new 3DS?
You'll say that, but the mother picking it up for her 8-year-old won't know all that stuff.
That's
the issue with that branding.
Maybe she shouldn't be so stupid.
Yeah, maybe she just shouldn't be buying these things.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a smart brand name. I just think I liked it. I liked how I thought it was cute. I was into it. I'm here for it.
It's not good, but it is cute.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give that one.
Just like the ransomware attack. It's like, it was cute. I'm not into. I mean, I'm for it, but it's not.
But
good.
it's super immoral.
But it's cute.
I'm here for it personally, but not ethically.
Is there anything more to add to this leak? Like, has anything interesting come out of it other than the Gwent source code? Steven, I know you wrote an article about this on some website, so could you please update us?
Yeah, nothing's really come of it yet. Presumably, if someone wins that auction that they have running, then yeah, maybe something will come of it. But I don't know. I mean, my thing is like, I don't know who's buying source code that has $1 million. I feel like anyone with that kind of money is not going to buy illicit, stolen source code.
That's another red flag. I'm like, I don't think they're going to get that much money. I feel like a real hacker would just release it for free.
I'll say this. So when that was initially announced, that auction, it was reported that the initial bid was $1,000. And I said the same thing. I don't know who's going to give them more than $1,000 for stolen code. And then it turned out that was a typo and they actually wanted $1 million.
But there's also Russian currency. I don't know if it translates to $1 million to USD.
Well, no, what they wrote was 1 KK USD, and the person reporting on it thought that was a typo, and it was supposed to be 1,000. But I guess KK means like 1,000, as in $1 million.
Oh yeah, 1,000, 1,000. Yeah.
As a millionaire myself, like I know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Basic like numbers.
Oh, you also invested in GameStop?
Yeah, I just sold when it hit $6. So.
Nice.
I got burned so hard by that.
Wait, what did you buy?
I bought it at 300 something. Sold it.
You
at
really
200
did?
Something.
Oh,
I
shit.
did. No, I only lost $260, but I know some people who lost. I know one person who lost over 6,000.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say who it is, but
It was Alan John.
Jeez, it was Alan John. Well, yeah.
It was ping pong. I'll break the news. It was ping pong.
So I'm all right, but some other people not so much.
So I saw that happening, and one of my roommates actually was like super into Wall Street bets before this all happened, and he saw that happen, and he bought I think like $10K worth of GameStop probably like a week before it blew up. I think he bought it around $40, and then he sold it around like 200. I was like, damn, dude, I should have been in on that. He was telling me, he's like, you should buy some GameStop. There's going to be a short squeeze. I was like, nah, dude, no way. That's too risky. But he knew it. He was right.
And now he moved out. He bought a new place with that GameStop money in California.
And now he's a billionaire. So
Yeah.
So Alan John, you're a millionaire, right? Because of GameStop.
No, back in the day, I could have said I was a millionaire because I had like 1 million Dogecoins. Now I don't. I have 100 Dogecoins, and they're worth about the same. Like, actually, no. What I mean is back when I had 1 million Dogecoin, they cost like probably the same as the 100 Dogecoin I have right now. So yeah, I missed out on a lot of money.
I've never messed with crypto before.
What did you do with all that Dogecoin?
I wasted it on bets. I betted it on. It was during the football championship in 2014, like soccer championship. I put on Argentina winning, and I think Germany won, or it was a tie. I don't remember.
This might be an ignorant question, and it probably is an ignorant question. Is Dogecoin or any of the I understand how you can turn Bitcoin into real money, air quotes real money, and to and from. Can you actually get real money from Dogecoin? Because in my head, I'm like, it's a meme, I guess, but and I guess if a site takes Dogecoin, that makes sense to me. But could you get your real human currency? Would someone convert that? That's what I'm looking for. But also, why?
Why not?
Okay, so to answer both of your questions, first of all, yes.
So yes, okay.
Okay, yeah. Second, why? Well, it's just like any other cryptocurrency because it's not just Dogecoin and Bitcoin. There's like a
no, I know you can make that's sort of why I don't get it. I'm like, if you can just make as many as you want, I get how a Bitcoin has value because Bitcoin is it's a type of cryptocurrency and it's been around. It's hard to get now. But okay, sorry, go on though. You sort of already said, oh, you can't just make whatever you want. And I don't mean make many coins. I mean, if I want to make fish coin, if people agree to
you can certainly make it.
Yeah.
It's all about whether other people value it or not.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So what makes why would someone be like, oh yeah, Dogecoin, why? I don't get it.
It's valuable because people believe it's valuable.
Precisely. It's just like gold, really.
Comparing it to Bitcoin is easier because gold's a physical thing. Gold, if I already agree with Bitcoin, that's fine. I think comparing it to that would make more sense because it's like gold is value, but gold is also like a physical, finite thing, and which is also Bitcoin's a finite. I get crypto as a finite thing, but I think the answer is basically, which is what I thought would be. Why does any money have value? Which is kind of an answer that is. I'm not going to get better, but I think that answer is sort of sweeps the question under the rug. It's like your parents being like, why can't we go to McDonald's now? It's 2 p.m. It's not a real answer. It's just like, oh, because we can. Yeah. Like, oh, okay. Yeah.
iFish, you just figured out how world economics work. Congratulations.
Yeah, but I don't think I wouldn't call Dogecoin real in my head.
Why does money cost money?
No need to get a degree.
Why don't we just print more of it or less of it?
What place would you say you can even use Dogecoin at? I get you can use Bitcoin places. That's more and more. Even I've seen physical places here where you can physically use Bitcoin, but
it's mostly just exchanging for Bitcoin or other currencies, right? You can't really directly use Dogecoin, I don't think.
No, you can. I think you can directly use it. Can you? Because I always thought that you had to transfer it to real cash first. Like you invest in Dogecoin, it goes up or it goes down, and then you sell it, and then boom, you have money.
No, look, guys, it's a lot easier. The entire principle. Oh my God, you need to read up on blockchain technologies. Like, guys, this is the future.
I'm familiar with the blockchain. I know.
So you just send the coins through wallets, like any amount you want. It's like not necessarily tied to anything. You don't have to go to a bank. You just give me your wallet address and I send you some Dogecoin and that's it. Like you got the confirmation I sent the money and that's it. Like you sell me the pizza, whatever, or the Cyberpunk.
So can you give me 50 Dogecoin?
Can you get a pizza with Dogecoin?
Yeah.
This is a tangent. It doesn't.
Like, have you read about the pizzeria that was paid like 15 Bitcoin for like a pizza like 10 years ago?
That was like back when it was super cheap.
Yeah. No, but I also don't doubt that. Like, I totally believe that definitely exists. Yes, I believe it.
So why don't you believe in Dogecoin? iFish.
Because Dogecoin is like no person with a straight face is gonna say Dogecoin and not giggle.
Elon Musk, one of the richest people on the world.
Elon Musk is a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I'm triggered. I'm stealing.
But Tesla bought 1.5 billion of Bitcoin and not Dogecoin.
I'm not even arguing about, I'm like, oh, let me buy Tesla in my Dogecoin, Elon.
He's working on that. We'll work out the Bitcoin at least.
As I went on a tangent, I apologize. But
I would recommend Zcash. I think that cryptocurrency seems pretty cool.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Zcash.
Look out Coin Squirt or a Fun Thrust as well. These are
good names.
Coin Squirt.
These are names people will take seriously.
We accept. We actually. I guess now's the time to announce it. We're going to start our own crypto. It's going to be called Tempcoin.
Tempcoin.
We'll accept that in lieu of you could donate to our Patreon. We'll accept Tempcoin. We'll also accept Dave and Buster's coupons, and Haunted Trails tickets. And Dogecoin. We won't accept Dogecoin because that doesn't even make any fucking sense. Yeah, everything else, on the other hand, we'll accept.
Yeah. So since Terminator 02 could do a plug of his coin, whatever, I'd like to propagate my coin as well. I've been invested in XLM. It's pretty cool. It's like a serious technology behind it. I heard it's blockchain based. Whatever. And it's actually really interesting because a lot of countries that are slowly migrating their financial system into blockchain technologies are using XLM. So Ukraine is actually going to switch to XLM in the near future for its cryptocurrency thing.
And it's called Stellar?
Yeah, Stellar. Yeah. It's shot up just today, pretty high. So no financial advice, but yeah.
Yeah, don't do anything that I say. I'm a financial idiot. Eric's the financial enthusiast.
I am a financial advisor and sell all your Dogecoin. This is financial advice. I am a CPA.
Don't listen to this guy. Seriously. Dogecoin used to be less than a cent. It's now almost at 8 cents. Dude, it's gonna hit $1. It's going to hit $1. I'm going to
short Dogecoin.
Yep. And we're going to be billionaires.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't need to make sense.
It doesn't make 8 cents. Any sense. There you go. Keep it going.
No. So yeah, if you want to become a millionaire in real life, just invest in XLM. Just pump that up so I can sell it on a profit. Oops. That was too much. So is that pretty much all we have on CD Projekt Red's hacking?
Yeah, of course.
And the brief financial advice block of the podcast.
Nice.
I don't know what a tangent is. I like staying on topic. Could you explain what small things is?
Oh, they don't know. They don't know about our segment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow, I thought you hosted the Tempcast or something. Like you should have known about this.
I mean, let's start doing small things. You start out, John.
Okay, so the Kids Bop version of Blink-182 song, All the Small Things.
All the small things.
Don't sing that or we're going to get copyrighted. This is going on Spotify. For fuck's sake.
Oh, God.
So trying to get some revenue.
Yep. All the small things. I have a small thing.
I'm sorry for you.
Some would say the choking hazard.
I was talking about my micro SD card that was in my Nintendo DS. I mean, you've... Okay.
Mine's really big.
Okay.
512 gigs.
All right. Speaking of small things, the small things is a segment where we're talking about all the smaller topics that occurred during the week. Obviously, the CD Projekt Red hack is probably the biggest thing that happened this week. However, we still have other news we need to talk about. First thing first, Warner Brothers, their gaming studio, they just patented like the most interesting system they had in their game, so nobody else could use it, which is great. Yeah, that's how innovation should work. Basically, they patented the Nemesis system, which they used in their Lord of the Rings games, Shadow of Mordor, War of Mordor, whatever they're called.
Shadow of War.
Yeah, and like the basis of the Nemesis system, for those who don't know, it's basically these enemies that like you can fight an enemy, but if you don't kill him, he's gonna come back and he's gonna remember you. Like, hey, you're the dude who tried to kill me, but now I'm stronger. I got more guys, and I'm gonna screw you up, dude.
And I'm gonna call your mom.
And they give him a name, which I think is the most important part, because it gives you a real personal connection to that enemy too, which is always fun.
It makes him your drum roll, please. Your nemesis.
Boom.
Nice.
Hopefully that sounds fun on the recording.
There, I was looking for the sound effect.
So how could WB patent like make this their thing? They weren't the ones who came up with it. Didn't Nintendo came up with this back in like Pokemon Blue? They're like, if you defeat someone and you don't kill them, they can call you up later and re-challenge you. But they have stronger now. Yeah, it's like his shorts have gotten shorter.
I've had the stretch, but I think that was not Pokemon Blue. I think that was either Gold and Silver.
It's Gold and I almost looked it up to fact check, but
in fact, I think it's if you beat them. But also, I wouldn't consider that the same. They don't remember. That's not comparable. But I don't think you should be able to patent.
Let's not compare.
I don't think you should be able to patent. I'm not for that either.
I think the main difference is it's like generated, right? Like it's not scripted what happens and how the Nemesis get created.
Yeah, I was confused about that as well. Like, how is this? If this was all auto-generated, that would have been really cool.
Yeah, all these characters are auto-generated. I mean,
it is
procedurally generated. Yeah,
procedural generated.
But how do they record voice lines? Do they use deepfake?
Well, they have a pool of like orc voices. They're all orcs, so elves.
I heard they were gonna use this in a Batman game.
Well, it's owned by the
WB,
the production studio, right? WB, so they can do it in any of their games, I think.
Yeah. From the team that was making Batman Arkham Origins, I think.
People like to pull this example as why this is bad. I think Konami, but it could have been a different company, but I think it was Konami. They patented a thing where they have a little mini game on the loading screen, and they patented that idea. They used it once.
Namco Bandai.
Namco Bandai. Sorry. Yeah. Did I say Konami? Yeah. Namco Bandai makes sense. And so no one's been able to use it since then. And they only used it once. They didn't use it again in all the other games. It wasn't like, this is our thing. It was like, oh, we did it once, and now no one can do it again. And
I thought that they've done it on several things, like Budokai 3, where you get a button mash to get the Cybermen to pop up during the loading screen. That was a Bandai mini. Yep. Does that count as a mini game? Like
I would say so, yeah. Game? How much more can you do during a running game or during a loading screen?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that patent has expired now. They only last 20 years, but I mean, it's still a long time.
20 years is a long time in gaming.
It expired in 2015. That was actually one of the examples I used in the article on this, was the Namco Bandai thing. That was why I remember it was them.
But it was ridiculous that they made you do that.
It was actually first compared by Jim Sterling, Steven.
Oh, sorry.
For me, it was. I got it from the multitude of game journalists who I heard.
I actually did my own research from first-hand sources, and I found this out. I don't know why you guys are so lazy.
I contacted WB directly. And did his personal investigative journalism. Terminator. Whoops.
I interviewed Mr. Bandai himself. Excuse me.
Mr.
I'm tired of sitting around.
Well, I interviewed Namco.
Oh man, they're brothers, you know. No,
as long as you ask them, or rather force them to make another Katamari game, I don't care what they've had. It's fine. But I need more Katamari on Switch.
Oh, Katamari was good.
I put like 40 hours into it on Switch. I want more.
That game is so fun to look at. Like, I just want to play it on anything. Please give me just Katamari.
But not on your phone. They tried that. It was bad.
No. Don't do that.
They tried
need the sticks.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah.
Just press on the screen. Just literally just press on the screen to roll forward.
Or gyro. It's not. You don't want to do that. It's a nightmare.
Did you ever play Mario Run?
I downloaded it but deleted it. I don't
almost choked myself. Oh.
Alan's not very good at drinking water.
I don't play phone games very much. Like outside of one, but like even then I don't. My phone's not a gaming device for me.
They're so stupid, especially the ones by Nintendo. Like, I'm sorry, Nintendo, you make cool games, but your mobile stuff sucks. Like Super Mario Run, like even though Miyamoto presented it on like an Apple conference. Like, this game's so stupid. You just press to jump. Like, I want to control Mario. I want to feel Mario.
I want Mario to look back.
Mario Run kicks ass. I love that game. I 100% did Mario Run.
I know my friend actually like 100%ed Super Mario Run. I was like, dude, how? Why?
I fucking love that game.
Don't you have better things to do?
It's a great game. It is a great game.
Oh, Steven's like, I'm not even joking. You guys are fucking stupid. Like,
No, you guys are out of your fucking mind. I'm not joking. It's a fantastic game.
he's getting mad.
I don't doubt the quality of the game. I don't doubt it's a good game. My issue is I just don't play it on my phone.
I don't doubt it's a good game. I just know that it's not a good game.
When I
for
think
me.
no, I don't doubt it's a quality. I know it's probably a quality game. It's Nintendo first party, and it's Mario, but no,
Did you just correct Mario to Mario.
Mario, yeah. It's Mario.
Wario?
It's Mario.
Wario?
Wow.
No, Mario.
No,
Mario.
Mario.
Don't Mario.
All right.
Wait, is it Mario or is it Mario? I'm confused.
It's Mario.
I like to say Luigi. Luigi.
It's a Luigi. Luigi and Mario.
Mario.
I can say that I'm Italian.
Martin.
Steven's busy playing Super Mario Run right now, which is why he's a little quiet.
Also, they had like a Mario Kart one, which was the same.
That I heard was bad. I heard the Mario Kart game was bad.
Yeah, because I think Mario Run is the only one that was made by Nintendo. The rest of them have been made by DNA, which is why they generally don't go over very well. Yeah.
I got into Pokemon Go in 2019. It was because I got an injury where I wasn't able to like rock climb as much, so I was doing a lot more walking and stuff. And Pokemon Go was really. I saw a group of people. It was like of all ages and like parents, and I was like, they're all enjoying this game, and I'm like, and it's obviously come a long way since when it came out in 2016 when it was barren. So like I really got into it for 2019. Pokemon Go was like probably my most memorable phone game.
I don't know, dude. That sounds pretty casual to me.
Same here.
I was into it because of an injury too. I hit my head really fucking hard, and I was just fucking idiot for a while when I played Pokemon Go.
Get out of here! Somebody get rid of this guy. No, I was no.
That's for talking Mario Run, you motherfuckers.
I feel you, iFish. Like I also picked up Pokemon. I mean, like I had a really old account, but I picked it up again in 2019.
Oh yeah. I refreshed my account from 2018. That was like level 2.
I made it to level 39 all in 2019 from
nice.
like
Wow.
level like 10 to 39. Like I was addicted. I got every because because I live in the Chicagoland area, so I was able to go to GoFest too.
Nice.
So I got like all the regionals, like the Pachirisu, which they had there. So I got all the. Anyway, I have every Kanto, every Johto, and every Hoenn Pokemon from Pokemon
That's
Go.
a lot. Wow.
That makes up for the time.
It's funny. I never got into the catching them all part. Especially like I live in the suburbs, so like unless I was in the city, which is not very often, I'd end up playing the game for like, and you guys can laugh. It's kind of funny. 2 hours after work, I'd walk home from work. I'd be in the cemetery for like 2 hours from like 4 to 6. Because I was
the hot Pokemon
like
action
10
is.
there's 10 Pokestops in the cemetery, and it's like a gorgeous cemetery, and there's like every Jesus statue was a Pokestop. So I just hang out there at like the pond. It was I got intimately familiar with
Did you battle a
cemetery.
lot of weird goth kids down at the cemetery?
There were lots of ghost Pokemon.
I never saw another person actually.
Oh my god, do ghost Pokemon literally spawn on cemeteries? Is that real?
No,
No, they're just normal ones.
Yeah.
We at my local cemetery, actually not where I am right now, but where I went to law school. There was a big cemetery. It had probably 7 Pokestops and a gym, and we went in groups and raided around. So like there could be like 10 to 20 people just walking around the cemetery.
Ours was 10 stops and 3 gyms. So
yeah, I'd like to think that the people there would appreciate it, but
I mean, sometimes the workers would look at me and like raise an eyebrow because they see some kid leaning like right next to a tombstone, just smoking their pipe with their phone. So they but like I don't know, maybe that's how he mourns.
Up to no good.
But
yeah,
That's how he mourns. He plays Pokemon Go in a cemetery.
But no, I mean, I liked coming back and seeing like, oh yeah, other people from my team that came in after me, or like even though I never met people, there was definitely a communal feel of it. So it was awesome.
Yeah.
And everyone's so nice. There was like a Discord server for like my local area. So
I had only one experience with the Pokemon Go community, and it wasn't really pleasant.
Did you get kidnapped?
I never had a chance to talk about it.
This is a safe space. You can tell us.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening.
I almost thought I was going to get like touched, honestly. So here, and touched not in a good way.
So not like emotionally touched?
I usually think in a good way when I hear that.
So yeah, basically there was this was when raids became a thing, when you could catch like these legendary Pokemons on raids and whatever. This was during an altered form Giratina raid. And, yeah,
that's where I got addicted. That was the first raid I ever did.
My first shiny was altered Giratina.
my friend who was like a big Pokemon Go fan, like since the very beginning, he like messaged me, "Hey dude, we're gonna catch this Giratina. You want to come with us? It's like only 2 blocks away." I'm like, "Dude, sure, absolutely." So we went to this like corner of a street, and we were just standing there like waiting. He's like telling me, "Okay, just wait, because this guy, he's gonna come. He's got like 3 phones, and we're gonna take this Giratina down." And I'm like, okay, sure.
Everyone knows a guy like that.
So I'm just sitting there waiting for some guy who's probably like my age, maybe a little bit younger, because Pokemon.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 23 currently.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, at the time I was like 22, 21. So I'm expecting like 20, 18-year-old guy, dude, girl, whatever. Here comes in this 40-year-old man who he looks, he's got his beard, he's got gray hair, and he doesn't look like a trustworthy man. You know what I mean? Like
all the baller Pokemon Go players in my neighborhood are over 50.
Yep, here too. Old people.
He's like thin, and you know, he's like, "Hey dude, you want to catch Giratina, man?" Sure. Gets out like 3 fucking phones, 2 of them have cracked screens, and he's like tapping all of them at the same time. He's like, "Okay, no, dude, give me your phone. You're not tapping fast enough, dude."
Yeah, I've seen an array of 6.
Just tapping. He's like taking my phone, and I just gave this random stranger my phone. I'm just mesmerized by the entire situation. Like, who is this?
How do you think he got 3 phones?
I gave a stranger my phone to catch for me because I'm really not good. I wasn't good at catching the raid Pokemon, and then
oh yeah, he did the same thing. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna waste all your Pokeballs, dude. Listen."
I helped a little kid catch a Kyogre before. His mom was there, so I wasn't gonna run away with it. Otherwise, I would have. But
for the
I
kid.
helped him. Yeah, for the kid. I was like, so what you gotta do is you gotta feed it a berry, and then you gotta whoo.
Yep.
So
that's how you do it.
That's how you do it, baby.
That's how you do it, baby. You just whip it.
Yeah, the kid appreciated it. So Pokemon, go to the polls.
No, Pokemon Go is really fun.
So I'm not really sure where we landed on this. Do we like Pokemon Go or do we not?
we love Pokemon Go.
I think Pokemon Go is my saving grace to what I think about mobile gaming, what it can be, and like I saw the people were having, and I was like, oh man, this is still awesome. I mean, in 2019, obviously, I don't know what it's like in 2020, 2021. I couldn't tell you.
Either.
I recovered from my injury and don't play anymore. So
was the injury Pokemon Go addiction?
No, I damaged my knee meniscus bouldering, rock climbing and stuff, and I was like,
"Damn, iFish, you're a badass."
Nah, maybe.
Kids don't boulder. You heard it here first.
Bouldering is more dangerous than rock climbing, so it's
get an HM slave to push your boulders for you.
I need strength, but no.
Right. Speaking of pushing a boulder, we have this next topic, which is huge. So, can somebody else talk about it? Because I need to go take a leak. Just talk about this. What is this? Last of Us casting, whatever. I don't care about it. You just talk about it. I'll be back soon.
If no one cares about it, we can talk about Sonic.
Yeah.
I love Sonic. I haven't seen any of the Sonic movies. I wanted to see the Sonic movie, but no one wanted to go with me, and I didn't want to go alone. And then
So you didn't see it.
So I didn't see it. But I love Sonic, so I probably would have loved it.
Yeah, I didn't see the Sonic movie either. In fact, it's funny because I don't think that I'm a Sonic fan, but it came out on the podcast that I think I might actually be a Sonic fan, right?
I'm a 3D Sonic fan.
You are, because you listed off like 8 or 9 games that you played. You start talking about the lore a little bit, and like,
yeah. I was like, look, I don't like Sonic. All I did, I played the first one, and I played the second one, and I also played the one with Knuckles.
Wait, the 3D ones or the 2D ones? Oh yeah,
I'm talking about the 2D ones. Well, I also played Mania, and then I also played Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2, and I played a little bit of Sonic Heroes, and I played a little.
Damn, dude!
I fell in love with Sonic Adventure 2. I played Sonic. Like I am not good and don't really enjoy the 2D Sonics. I played Mania a little bit, and I just wasn't. I'm trash. It's not my game.
They're much harder than the 3D ones, which is like everything's scripted pretty much.
The 3D ones I love. And even the Sonic Riders was great, but like people, this is where people will fall off my train if they're on my train. This is where you guys are gonna get off. I loved Shadow the Hedgehog and got every single ending, and I don't know what it is. I love everything about the Sonic universe. I love that they had the president of the United States. Oh man, I love it.
Is this The Last of Us?
Yeah, we skipped The Last of Us. we went straight to Sonic.
Yeah. No one chimed in, and I love Sonic.
Oh, nice.
But haven't seen any of the other Sonic movies, so you're talking about Sonic.
So I really liked Chari's post about this. This is a genius move by whoever's producing this movie, because they could have called it anything else. They could have called it Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, but they chose correctly to name it Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So for that, let's please clap for whoever's producing this movie, Universal, Toho. Who's doing this?
It's Paramount.
Paramount. Yeah, nice job, Paramount.
In the thread, I made a very tongue-in-cheek joke. It literally had no meaning behind it, but I said, I hope that Tails' design is absolute trash and we all loudly hate on it, and then they change it, and then we all circle jerk over how amazing it is that the powers that be listen to us. And I just thought that was a funny little thing to say because, the whole Sonic design. But people did not like that Well, 10 people liked it. But.
It's funny. You cut me off. I was going to say that. I was going to say, I wonder if they're going to do a bad Sonic, not Sonic design, Tails design, and then have it re-go. But so.
Well, what happened when I said that? Somebody said, "Did you even watch the ending of the movie?" Because apparently Tails, is. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
Spoilers.
I don't care about spoilers though. So you can tell me.
I guess
audience spoilers
on that. Yeah.
Lock your ears.
Like, did you see the end of the movie? And I'm like. In fact, I haven't seen any of the movie. I'm just being snarky because I want people to like my comment.
Trying to get karma.
I was fishing for likes. I was iFishing for likes.
Oh, you're fishing, but with a PH.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
Yeah. So, but people were complaining, but I don't know. I guess who here watched the movie? Like. Steven, Alan John, Terminator, none of us?
I almost saw it because a friend of mine wanted to drop acid and see it in theaters, but she didn't end up doing it. She just did it one random night and we watched Shrek 2 at her house.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story.
I mean, you still won, I think. I think you guys, but if I come to Newfoundland, we should watch the Shrek movies together. Not the Shrek movies, Sonic movies.
And Shrek movies.
Okay, on acid? Or sober?
Sure. We can do it on acid and off acid. Just compare the two on the podcast.
Compare and contrast.
Let's watch the first one on acid, second one sober, and see what happens.
I'm in.
Fun story. A girl who I know, who I study with in my university, who is as far as possible you can be from video games, from movies even. She went...
Doesn't watch movies.
How are you not a movie person?
Maybe she's on
She
it.
doesn't know who Stanley Kubrick is. Like, she watches...
I don't either.
Passively. So, yeah, she went to the Sonic movie with her boyfriend, and she said, oh my god, that movie...
Was the best?
Cried so much at that movie. Like, why did she cry in Sonic the Hedgehog?
It's a masterpiece.
What is there to cry about? That intrigued me.
He's so blue.
I don't know. Yeah, I really want to know now.
So did you watch it right after that?
No. But that's the only thing that's bugging me. Like, why would you cry at Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh my gosh, he's moving so fast.
This is what we have to do now.
My God, he taught me that I have to follow my rainbow.
She became blue, just like Sonic.
At some point, what we have to do is the 5 of us have to get back together. We have to all stream it at the same time, record the thing, and then do like a riff track of it for people.
Mystery Science Theater.
Reactions. Yeah, Mystery Science Theater. Yeah. That's how we do it.
I'm gonna watch it actually. I'm downloading it right now. Cut that out. But
you mean legally, right?
Yeah.
He bought it on Amazon Prime. He didn't just like find it on GBAtemp because we don't.
I found it on GBAtemp all day. Yeah.
Please don't ask for links for that on GBAtemp, or else I will ban you.
This might be a deep cut. I got it off filetrip.net.
Oh,
rest in peace.
Yeah. Deep cut.
I'm familiar. Somebody got mad the other day about, I guess it was a couple months ago. I don't know where the time's gone.
Sometimes it's even staff members like, where the fuck are all my files? Like they're gone. They've been gone for like years now. You've been warned already about this.
Oh yeah. Was pretty upset about it.
I'm not naming
I don't know
names.
what I'm saying. I'm not either. I just really like that video game.
The man who can't be named? Was he banned? Is that why we don't say the name?
No, I just don't want to.
He's upset about the download.
Yeah,
okay.
Just don't want to say I'm complaining or.
I see there's still gbattemp.net/download now. Yep. So they just got rid of all the old file trip downloads that were previously uploaded.
Nope. For some reason, people liked. No, I think the download section at first it migrated all the links to the file trip files to the download section, not the files themselves. So a lot of the download section is just dead file trip links, unfortunately.
I see.
I found my one upload. I uploaded a copy of Black Rain in 2010, which was a jailbreaking tool.
Nice.
Downloads 2K. Wow. Whew. I was helpful.
Oh, that's for the iPhone.
Yeah.
For the 3G and 3GS.
Yeah. Alexia and I used to maintain the iOS jailbreaking guide. And by we, I mean it was mostly him doing the writing because I couldn't write for shit. But I did all the Windows stuff because I was a Windows user back then.
You were a Windows user. Wow.
At a time.
You were called iFish, but you were a Windows user?
I never had... I was a wannabe for a while.
Oh, wow. But you finally came into your full form after you got your Mac.
Yeah, and then the Mac was the gateway to becoming a huge fan and firm believer of like GNU Linux stuff. So the Mac was like the gateway to open source software.
That's not very iFish sounding.
Wait, how does that work? Did you like see Mac OS and think, why is this so close? I want to see the source code. Tim Cook.
I don't care about seeing the source code. I like freedom a lot, like the concept of freedom and being able to do stuff and just, if I wanted to, and just like the belief that software should be closed. I disagree with it. But the reason why it was a gateway was because I discovered Bash, and Bash was like, oh, if I know how to use Bash, I can pretty much figure out how to become a Linux sysadmin. So I just started using more Linux and learning more about it.
Nice. So do you support copyleft?
I'm not informed enough to say much about it, but I see people I like using it, so I assume it's fine, but I don't really know much about it. So
copyleft means if you make a change to the source code, you have to release that change.
Then I would say
it like forces people to share it.
Then yes, I would say I believe in that. Does the GNU license have built-in copyleft? Because I usually like the GNU licenses.
The GNU license is copyleft, yeah.
What if I do something that's bad? Like,
well, you have to publish it.
Yeah.
Here's a version of Linux that doesn't work. Enjoy.
So if you use it by yourself, it's fine. But I think it's if you distribute the binary after you compile it, you have to also distribute the source code.
Whatever.
But if you're just doing it for yourself, it's fine.
Whatever.
But there's a lot of people who believe in just the permissive free licenses, which allows you to change it and then release your binary, but not release the source code. So it's kind of like a debate on that
Terminator,
side.
Are you into IT or something?
I might be, yeah.
I think they love to hear. I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want to. I think that they love hearing where you work, but you don't say if you don't want to.
I work for a tech company.
Wait, let me guess. No, wait. Terminator works at Nintendo.
Actually, I've thought about that. It's like I want to go in there and be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing with online support? You guit suck ass."
Yeah, that's a great way to get a job.
Yeah, in the interview.
Yeah, I've been looking at your company. Let's be honest.
You could do better.
I genuinely once had a job interview at Ubisoft, and they should have asked me, "Oh, what's your Ubisoft game?" And I said to them, "Oh, I don't really play any Ubisoft games." And then I elaborated with, "Oh, it's because I only play League of Legends and World of Warcraft." But they did not want that answer of I don't play any Ubisoft games and I have no opinion on them.
You think there could have been a better way to answer that, maybe?
Yeah.
I support them, and I think they're morally correct. I just have not had the time.
I didn't verbatim say what I said. I think I said some good stuff like, "Oh, I don't play them because I only play League of Legends, but I know you guys make expensive games." I mean,
I don't play them because they're trash games.
I know. I said I know you guys make expensive quality games, but anyway,
Expensive.
I tried to fluff them up, but in the end, it's fine.
Maybe they need a little butter too.
If I didn't work for the government, I would want to work where Sam works, but which is also probably questionable because some people would be like, "Oh, why did you want to do that?" But no, I'll stop. Sam taking a face, so I'll drop it.
iFish works for the government. I probably
every
whatever
every
the
government.
Canadian CIA is.
I work for every government actually. So whether it be the CIA, FBI, KFC, etc.
The Canadian version of KFC.
Now that I know he works for the government, I realize he does know who Gary Bowser is. He's just pretending so that we would explain it to see if.
No, I don't. I really have no idea who Gary Bowser is.
No, it's the Canadian government. It's different.
Oh, the Canadian government wouldn't.
They're all connected.
If you ask a Canadian police officer if he's undercover, they have to say, "Oh, yep."
I only know one Bowser, and it's Doug Bowser, the CEO of Nintendo of America.
There's him as well.
How do you know that? You probably work there.
Because my dad works at Nintendo.
My uncle does.
So what did Gary Bowser do that got him arrested? Was it he was just doing the open source software, or did he actually release the hack for it, or what did he do that got him locked up?
He was selling stuff that let you hack your Switch. He was selling dongles and stuff.
Oh, was he the Team X?
SXOS. Team Executive.
Oh, okay, yeah. I heard. I didn't hear about the name, but I did hear about the bust.
Yeah, he was busted with bad stuff. Oh, I was told the other day.
No. He was not the one of the ones with bad stuff.
No. He wasn't. You're right. But that was kind of bad stuff. But no, though, somebody told me the other day that they like when we talk about bad stuff on the podcast. So we have the section called small things. We should have a section called bad stuff.
We shouldn't have that kind of section, especially considering the context of bad stuff.
I love bad stuff.
Oh, no, you
iFish.
don't. You don't. iFish does not like bad stuff.
Especially as a government worker.
Okay. I roll back my statement. I don't love bad stuff. But I do love crime. I should be forward with that.
It's immoral, but I love it.
Yeah.
Just not bad stuff.
What kind of crime? Jaywalking is a crime.
Petty crimes.
Any crime.
No, not any. Petty.
You know what? Just to be safe, right now, just say that you denounce bad stuff. I denounce bad stuff.
I denounce bad stuff. But we do support jobs. But
I didn't feel the heart behind that.
But we do support jobs for jihadis, right?
GBAtemp.net for all your bad stuff.
No, don't.
GBAtemp is fully supporting of the Jobs for Jihadis movement.
The what?
Jobs for Jihadis?
Jobs for jihad? What the?
Yeah.
I need to end this podcast right now. Wait, no, we have one more topic
You can't
left.
do that. You're not the host.
Oh yeah, the PS5 controllers.
Yep.
This one actually excites me.
So this is a report from gamesindustry.biz. They have a .biz domain, so they mean business.
Serious business.
With a Z.
Yep. I'm going to accept all my cookies because I'm using my Firefox. I don't care. So PlayStation 5 DualSense controller also faces drift issues. So where is this report coming from? It seems that, yes, from PS5 owners, it seems. 10 days after purchasing their PlayStation 5 consoles, players have reported stick drift issues online. So the original source is actually from Kotaku, not the one
It's
that
5
Steven
people
leaked.
on Twitter.
Jesus,
Steven, what the hell?
he doesn't do fact checking.
It's still all correct. I could have linked to the fucking Reddit video of it.
So there are videos on Reddit about this. Let me check out this video right now of the supposed Joy-Con drift, and I'm just going to comment on it.
Is it the exact same Joy-Con drift that Nintendo had? Like the same sort of thing where it would continuously go in one direction after you stop touching it?
That is precisely what I'm looking at right now.
I actually had that for my left Joy-Con for my Switch.
Wow. Yeah, it sucks. Did you replace it by yourself, or did you ask Nintendo to do it?
No, I did it actually just a couple months back. There's some repair form on Nintendo's website where they give you a shipping label, you send it in, they return it for free. But I had to supply the box, so not quite free.
Wow.
But yeah, it works fine now.
I think the left Joy-Con that came with my Switch has an issue, but I don't think it's drift. I think it's a Bluetooth. I think it's I know the first run also had a Bluetooth issue with the left Joy-Con where I think it was the antenna. Like, so I can have like my Joy-Con just not touching it, and it's just on the couch next to the other one, and the Switch will see one but not the other. Mm-hmm. And so once in a while, if you're holding it, it will drift. But I haven't physically had any drift yet. But I also don't think I play enough with the Joy-Cons to experience it yet.
So I've definitely noticed issues with the Joy-Con just having like really unstable connections to the Switch. So I got the Pro controllers and those just work perfectly fine, but the Joy-Cons are like, fuck up. I don't know what Nintendo did. Something doesn't work properly. Like every once in a while I'll press a button, it just doesn't register.
To be fair, it's probably hard on a Joy-Con because it's so small and you're holding it in your hand. It's not like the Wiimote where there's enough plastic to extend where you can always ensure that your hand isn't over every antenna. I mean, obviously there's a solution, but I can see why it's tough, especially when the Joy-Cons are just made off the shelf parts, OEM parts. They aren't custom made at all, so it's like you're getting cheap shit. So
I'm gonna say I expect better.
Yeah, I mean the reason why the Joy-Cons have drift issues is because they're not using Nintendo used to always make their own joysticks for their controllers, but like for the Switch Joy-Cons and the Switch Lite, they literally just went to a manufacturer in China who makes things, and they're like, oh, those look like cheap and they'll work. Let's use them.
Yeah. So those look like joysticks.
Yeah, they look like joysticks, and so it's like, I mean, obviously I can't speak for all the quality. I'm not there, but I went on a tangent and I lost my point. But essentially,
talking about PlayStation 5 controllers.
Yeah, and now I'm about fucking Joy-Cons. But essentially, it's a nightmare. But I'm surprised it's happening on the PlayStation.
Yeah, so it's funny that you mentioned the Bluetooth issues. I thought at first that this might be actually like not a hardware but a Bluetooth issue. It actually can't be because I'm looking at the video right now and the controller is connected through a cable, through the USB-C cable. So yeah, that is most likely. I think the issue with the Joy-Con is the technology they used for the joystick itself. Like it's using just 2 graphene pads. Like, yeah, it's very thin. So you don't have enough space for like a proper mechanism. So did they just have 2 graphene pads? And with time, they obviously dirt goes in there and it just scratches off. So, but like only 10 days after. And usually what happens is because when you're pressing forward a lot and then it drifts like forward continuously. But
yeah, that's what happened to mine.
So in this video, it's drifting to the left. So there's not that many games where you go like to the left all the time. So might be just like a bad batch. I don't think this is like necessarily a wide issue. Then again, there's like only 20 people who own PS5s in the
world. a bad batch of like what, 10 batches?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just when am I going to be able to buy a PS5? Because they're still getting sold out like within seconds of going back in stock. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like these things are getting sniped up by bots.
Honestly, I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Sorry.
Laughing at Eric's eyes. he light up.
Okay.
Eric's fucked PS5. He's gonna go buy a gaming PC now.
So iFish just put something in the chat saying, before we end, there's some breaking news of Kingdom Hearts. And the second Kingdom Hearts gets brought up, my eyes just fucking.
I wanted to preface this by I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. I'm just looking at the internet, so I have no strong opinions of it. But I figured, oh hey, it would be nice to people who are listening might like hearing that. Epic Games just announced on Twitter that the iconic Kingdom Hearts series is coming to PC for the first time on March 30th, which is also my birthday.
That's insane.
Does that mean every game?
Oh wait, I'm looking at it right now. They have a 1.5 HD and 2.5 remix. 2.8 final chapter prologue. What?
2.8?
Yes.
No. So it says there's 1.5, 2.5, 2. It sounds okay. Maybe it's not all of them, but
okay, it is 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 3 are all of them.
Melody and
Melody
Memory
Magic
is coming to the PC. Nice.
Oh yeah, Melody and Memory too.
Why the fuck are all the games 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 3?
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go. You ready?
Let's just go down this
All
rabbit
right,
hole.
guys, shut off your mics for a minute. Let Eric go.
I gotta stretch. All right, I gotta loosen up. All right, so Kingdom Hearts 1.5. See, what happened was that has Kingdom Hearts 1 final mix. It has Chain of Memories, that is, which is the port of the PS2 version, as well as the cutscenes of 358 and a half days. All right, so then there's 2.5, which is the final mix of Kingdom Hearts 2. It has the cutscenes of Coded.
Didn't you get that title wrong? It's not 358 and a half. It's 358 divided by 2.
Divided by 2. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. So 2.5 has Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix, Birth by Sleep from the PSP, but they ported it over, and then the cutscenes from Coded. Then, of course, there's 2.8, which is a remake of. Yeah, it recoded. It's the cutscenes are recoded. Son of a bitch.
God,
okay,
Eric, you're supposed to be our expert. Good Lord, what happened to you, man?
The 2.8
You graduate law school and you forget your roots.
I don't remember what's in 2.8. Dream Drop Distance, some cutscenes from the old mobile game that's still going on, and then
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep is in 2.5.
Oh, okay. I was just saying words that I knew about Kingdom Hearts.
Back on top.
Melody and Memory?
An original game. And then there's Kingdom Hearts 3, which is actually Kingdom Hearts like 20. So, and then there's Melody and Memory. So now all of them will be on PC.
Nice.
But only by Epic Games.
You're welcome.
That's a lot more Kingdom Hearts than I thought there was. That's for sure.
A lot of them.
For how many games there are, the fact that they're only on 3 is pretty astounding.
Wait, does this mean, Eric, if I play these games, like, I'm going to understand, like, Kingdom Hearts lore completely? I don't have to buy a 3DS to play, like, Dream Drop Distance. I don't need a DS to play 358 divided by 5.5.
I have played every Kingdom Hearts game several times, and I do not understand the lore. It is very confusing. So no, you will not understand it.
No, I don't mean like
I know what you mean.
Like what the main plot is, what a nobody is, what Sora is, you know.
Yeah, you will be able to get the entire story with nothing but your PC and also your phone.
I watched a 45-minute video about it, and I think I more or less get the story. I mean, I don't think it's designed to make perfect sense, but I think I get it.
It's like Mickey Mouse goes to Japan and has a good time. I get it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Sam did a better job recounting it than I could.
Yeah. It all takes place in Japan.
I wonder what's more convoluted, Kingdom Hearts or Metal Gear Solid?
Probably Kingdom Hearts, honestly, because, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, does Kingdom Hearts have alternate timelines?
Kind of, but not really. It has... there's some split timelines going on. There's some time travel where it's a little confusing, but they try to keep it consistent. Okay. But there's like a couple different methods of time travel, but there's not like an infinite multiverse thing going on. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like
the Zelda timeline, right?
Well, the Zelda timeline has 3 timelines.
Okay, no, we're ending it.
So, for those who don't know about Zelda,
thank you guys for listening to this amazing episode of the Tempcast with two revived legends of the Tempcast, iFish and Steven. Haha, joking. I mean Terminator.
What?
Yeah, it was an honor to have you
Thank you
guys.
so much for having us.
Absolutely.